Legacy cell. That's the next one in my list. It's not a free one, but I'm pretty sure you can go get this thing for cheap on eBay or find a secondhand copy. It's what I've done here. I know it's in my 32-bit folder, so anyway, I know you can go find different copies of these at different prices. This is what I've got, and I haven't looked any further to maybe upgrading it or anything like that. But for what I have, I've liked it, and maybe I'll look into that. I've written it down to maybe dig further into this because I like this stuff. And I've got I've got an old KORG and things like that. So I've had a KORG and I don't know, good stuff here. And let's talk about what comes in here, because you get a few different things. If you look over here in my folder, we have a legacy cell, and that's what I have up right now. And this is kind of like, I guess this would be kind of like what at Ableton's, an instrument rack. And this is kind of combining them all together, as you can see, in different kind of ways here. Here will be the presets. You can see my mouse as I scroll through 0 through 31, 32 through 63. We can write, we go into the file, and up at the very top we have the performance, and you can kind of see it gives us this whole overview, and then we can go into each individual parts, and we've got the MS-20, the MS-20 effects rack and things like that are in there. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to really go all the way in depth. I know this thing is just kind of like mixing things together. And then down here we have some, KORG is telling you what their parameters that you think that you might like down here. But I'm pretty sure you can just change these things. See parameter changes up there in the top left corner, looks like. So very cool. And that should get you kind of going in the right direction with this instrument as far as what we have right now. Let's play a little bit of these presets here. Now I have that going through some effects over there too. So because what they do give you, and as you can see over here, I do have a little bit of an effects here. And it gives you the I got a concert hall and a reverb here, so there's none, but it's kind of cool. It's got some pretty decent ones in there. They're good and rich sounding. So anyway, that will, you get I think you get the Poly 6 and the MS-20, their effects racks as separate VSTs to throw into your effects collection. So let's go back into the cell here, and let me reopen that up. There we go. Alright, so pretty cool. A lot of presets, 127, so not bad. Plenty of right areas for your creativity. And like I said, you got all the combination. Like this is like the cell is basically a wrapper mixer of all their devices that you can combine together. And as you can see, we go through this. Pretty cool. You can see over here as they're adding and subtracting whatever they want into their heart's content. And yeah, you're getting a lot of stuff going on in here, and there's a lot going on underneath the hood too. And like I said, I'm just trying to point you in the right direction. This one's not going to be a freebie. Maybe there's the subscription thing. You might get something close. And then definitely, if you want to mix these together, you can see what's kind of going on here. But they're kind of doing it all together. This is nothing new, but this is their little version of it. And it's if you haven't seen this yet, it's kind of neat to look at and to see how they've got this going on, and to know that this was kind of some modeled after some real stuff that was going on. I look back at this stuff and I'm thinking, I don't know. It gets me nostalgic. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice sounding stuff here. Let's send that through the effects over there. Is there anything going on over here? No effects. Alright, well, you can see that that's pretty cut and dry. I really like this next piece out of this too. So we're going to break down these into their single elements that would come in the pack here. So this would be the MS-20 by itself, which is, it's an MS-20. I love this thing here, and you get great sounding, simple, it's beautiful simplicity here. And let's take a look at the main here. Let's go into edit, and we can see a little bit closer, and we can scroll through here. Voices, pitch, external modulation, pick the source, voltage control oscillator 1 and 2, and we've got our wave shapes that we can pick there. And some Portamino, fine tune, our standard classic synth parameter settings here. Again, if you're not really familiar with synthesis, this might be a good, it's kind of bland to look at, but I mean, you got to get straight to the business on these things, and this is very cut and dry, and all these ones that read kind of like left to right as you're looking at them are just kind of like cool to understand. I mean, and then once you get the grasp and feel of these ones like this, I mean, there's more basic ones in this, but this is fairly basic, and get comfortable with it. And this one is just a great one to have. The MS-20 is just cool, and it's a legend in its own right, for sure. And it sounds fat as far as this little recreation here, and I dig it. Let's play around with this a little here and listen to this thing. What comes up first there? I'm going to call it the bass, the boost bass. Yeah, I mean, it's rich. It's rich. Let's see, where is the... Let's go over to the filters here. Rich, sounding good. What's how many do we have in here on this guy? Can't go right into it. Program list, configure. Let's see, we got our main. We get to see our whole keyboard as a whole. We can go into edit and we kind of see the dashboard of it, and we can scroll through, configure, is going to give us our configuration for our external modulation and our MIDI filter. And you'll disable okay, channel pressure, tuning. Here's our program list, right? Load banks and everything like that. So cool. And all right, okay. So that is writing to whatever we just had. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go back out of this and let's go into our main. And yeah, I like it. You know, we could do this all day, you know. You know, it sounds good. I mean, of course it should. You know, they're just rich tones. Just super rich tones. We'll send that to the effects that are over there. So the effects would be coming. What are these again? Oh, that's from the legacy cell. So I think this is joining the. I'm not exactly sure what pieces that are joining together, but. Anyway. Next up here, one of the pieces is the Poly 6. Let's check out that. I mean, and the same thing with the other one here. So our main is going to show us the kind of our, you know, our virtual keyboard look here. Edit is going to give us the control panel there. And is that it? I mean, that's it, right? Yeah, I mean, that's laying it out for us. Okay. Configure, it's a global stuff. Gotcha. And our writing stuff. Okay. Pretty cut and dry. We could probably keep it on this right here. I would probably map out, you know, my cutoff and a few various. You could do this whole thing pretty easily, and you know, wouldn't be too hard. It's not hard to really understand this one either. This is another simple one that you know, you can just kind of get into and just play with and have a good time learning with it and go through the presets and get used to it. I mean, I think this is a great introductory pack into the whole thing, especially with a UI that's classic looking like this. It just really helps you out in understanding. I can remember going back to things like this and you know, some Moogs and stuff like that back in the day and learning. And it's fun. And let's go through a few of these presets here and check some things out. Okay. It's not the Poly 6. There we go. That's the Poly 6. We're still playing the MS-20 over there. Fat line bass. I just like the older the filters and stuff like that. I mean, you know. Yeah, I'm making horrible noises over there. Sorry, I like to like test things out and mash buttons and try to get it to do weird artifacts. Yeah, you know, just great sounds out of all this stuff here. You talking about like just getting really good stuff out of a simple setup here. You know, you can't ask for. Yeah, like I said before, just different styles of how they have their chain of events connected together, their daisy chain. Anyway, you get all these weird different results. I love going through and seeing this, and then having like something like this, with the legacy cell, where you take all those and then put them in their own little sequence of events here. And you just get something very cool, I'm blown away. And last but not least, out of the whole pack here, is the wave station here. And this thing is on its own over here, and I guess rightfully so. And down here you can see that they have their, you've got your RAM and ROM banks here. They're just sound banks here, I guess. RAM, is that going to be... Oh, they're all 0 through, so there's just 49 on each. So there's 50 in each. Gotcha. Sorry, we learned together here, folks. Okay, and we got some advanced vector synthesis. So I'm guessing this is going to spin some sounds around for some sound banks, maybe. Let's go in here and look at this edit tab here. Oh yeah, look at this. We got some parts here. So RAM, ROM, 6, 8. Looks like we have 8 total. Not sure how you go in there and choose. I know I've played with this quite a bit before. Not quite sure. There's got to be some selection here. Effects, patch, edit, global. Alright, well, let's talk about some things in here. Okay, so there's zones. This is very cool here. A lot of stuff going on. So as I click one, okay, so there's details, part level, enable, delay. So as I pick these things, I can go into the patch, performance, zones, key high, key low, velocity high, velocity low, velocity zones, key zones. So multiple sounds and land them on the keyboard, and then having some velocity zones for each one of these sets up, 1 through 8 here. So 1 through 8, 1 through 8, and click on it, hit your parameters, patch, points, mix, times. Let's check this out. Oscillation, bank 1 and 2. There's your patch right there. Wave sequence. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. It is absolutely crazy. this was just somebody's dream machine back in the day. You know, I'm thinking like people like who are these guys back then? Like Phil Collins or something like that. You know, didn't he have a lot to do with KORG, or am I thinking like the other? I think it was the Wave Station. I thought he had something to do with this. I have to look back. I think I'm right, and I'm right enough to say it. So I said it, but I could be wrong. But I felt right enough to say it anyway. I'm still playing the other one, man. Okay, so this thing is crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, I absolutely love it, man. This thing is really rich, and it kind of, again, with layering the different pieces, the eight and the eight, and what is going on there with the, I guess the wave sequence thing here. There's a lot of stuff going on, and deserves a deep, deep, deep dive in. Whatever you go and get this thing for, I swear, I think it was like $49 used third party, and I think that's what I paid for this thing. And so wicked. I've got it written down, and I'm probably gonna go and look at this to this a little bit further, because it warrants a little bit more of a look. Yeah, man, let's go through a couple of different more and we'll wrap this up so it's not 30 minutes long here. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot to look at in the Legacy Collection, and a little bit more to talk about, and it's definitely a very cool instrument. So if you made it through the whole video, give yourself a pat on the back. Doogie Howser, MD, is what I was just thinking there. I wish I could play it, man. I'm not a. Yeah. It's the best I got. I'm telling you, man, I absolutely love the thing, and it's been a while since I've taken this out and played with it, and me going back through all this and talking about all my stuff, which is really cool. I'm all the way down here to the Legacy Collection. Most of it's been free so far, and this is not free, but it's damn near close to it. I'm sure you can go scavenge this up for very, very cheap and get yourself a deal. Even full price over there, it's probably not that much. I think these things don't come in at all that much anyway. And I think they are doing some kind of weird subscription stuff. So I'm not into that, but I know that you can get this product secondhand for not much of a license anyway. Alright, so I will see you guys on the next video. Be sure to go check out that playlist, my VST collection, and check out the ones that are here before this, and we're going to keep on rolling through, and then we're going to go into some Max for Live devices, and we're just going to keep on plugging through some plugins. I'll see you guys on the next video. Hit that like and subscribe.